Welcome to week 4, the final week of the Kick-Ass No Excuses Bootcamp. And just a reminder, why this is called the Kick-Ass No Excuses Bootcamp is because we are trying to cover any and all possible ways that there could be any excuses for you to succeed online, like giving you a chance to ask any questions you want, covering all bases, free, paid, all the resources. I try to cover every single thing I can in 4 weeks to get you set up to getting something out there, because there's just so many options and so many things you can do. So I wanted to make sure you had plenty of opportunities to get this done. So we went through 4 weeks of showing you all the different ways that you can get something set up, no matter where you are, no matter what your expertise, no matter what you're doing. We got rid of all excuses. Also, because you should have, if you were live on this event, you should have been able to pay whatever you wanted to join. That was another reason why this is no excuses, because there was no price. The first time I've ever done this, when you join this, you were able to choose what price, whatever you could afford for training a high-end. We usually charge $9.97 or and up for group coaching, live calls like this, if you were watching this live. So there's no reason why you can't do this, why you can't get this done, because the price is whatever fits your budget, and we're covering everything, every possible way to make some money online. So we are starting with the last week, which is exciting, on how to get paid. So right now, again, there's going to be a lot of tough love being dished out in this session, but what have you done so far? If you're this far on to week 4 and all you've done is watch weeks 1 through 3, then you are turning me out to be a failure. That means I have not done my part of getting through to you what exactly is the point of this. You should already, at this point, have researched your market, find out a passion niche, not just some quick thing you can jump in and make a quick buck, because we talked about that in week 1. If you're jumping on something and you have no passion for it and you don't even enjoy at all, like going into the weight loss niche and you've been 110 pounds at 6 foot your entire life and never had a problem with your weight, and you never worked out a day in your life, and you eat crap, and you're one of those people we all hate that have extreme metabolism and just never gain weight, then you probably shouldn't be going into the weight loss niche. We want passion. We want something you care about, because we want you to care about your clients, customers, readers, bloggers, subscribers. And if it's something you're just jumping in to make a quick buck, there's no way your passion can come out in your work. So week 1, you should have decided what was your passion topic you were getting into. Week 2, you should have already figured out how you were going to differentiate and did some deep diving into that niche to figure out what people really want, and their pains, their passions, and what it was you were going to sell, what they're excited about, whatever it is. You should have figured out what you're going to sell. Week 3, you should have had that thing created or found that product, item, method, whatever it is that you were going to use to make the money. And now today, week 4, we are now going to show you how to collect that dollar, how to get paid. We're going to go through many ways to get paid. So we're going to try to go quick because we got a lot of things in here to cover. But remember, it is a video, so if you're watching this, you can pause it, go back at any time, so don't worry about it if it seems like I'm going really fast. It's just I'm going to cover a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. So now, if you've done all of that, bravo, pat yourself in the back. You've done amazing. Now, all that's left is for the final step, and that's figuring out how exactly you're going to set up your system so you can get paid. So this is going to be all about the selling. How are you going to be selling it? And there's going to be many options. So the first one is we're going to just got to decide where you're going to be getting your traffic from. And traffic is another marketing term for just visitors, people, customers, clients, whatever. It's all summed up in the word as traffic. It just means people. How are you going to get people to whatever it is that you are selling, whatever you decided in week 3? So there's 1,001 different ways to drive traffic or get your stuff in front of people, but it's going to completely depend on what you are selling. So whatever it is, and it doesn't have to be selling something physical as we went over. It could be digital, it could be time, it could be resources, it could be all kinds of different things you could be selling. So obviously there's no one-size-fits-all, because whatever it is you're selling is going to change how you find the people to sell them. So you're going to try to cover a lot of them here. You have way more options than you think you have. So my job is to give you just enough options so that you don't feel stuck. I don't want you to get to a point saying, well, I don't know this, I don't know that, and you go back and start trying to research and buy more products before you keep making progress. So what I'm going to do is give you enough options for each and every one of the different ways you can sell whatever type of product you are. And your job right now is to decide right now, pick one, and start working on it. If it doesn't work, then come back, visit this, try another one. But don't spend more time still researching and information overload zone. Pick one, start selling whatever it is if you've already got it created. So here are your options. If you are selling a digital training, an online training, some kind of course, then my current new favorite for selling any kind of digital product, training, teaching is Udemy. I don't know what today is on the whatever the month is, but I just got my Udemy payment for a product I actually forgot I uploaded and didn't even know it was selling. This is absolutely my new favorite. They have organic traffic. It's pretty much hands-free, passive. They go out of their way to promote stuff for you. So if you have, if you're selling some sort of a training and then you have video, because Udemy has to be 70% video, you're selling any kind of online training course, and Udemy has the option for any type of topic you can think of. So you may want to try to say your topic is not covered, and I would say send me a message and let's see. But almost any topic you could think of is selling on Udemy. There is a category for it. So this is currently my new favorite for selling any type of training. If you have a video course or training, go to udemy.com, sign up. It's free. They only take a portion of your sales. There's no reason for you not to do this. Create your training, record it, you upload, and click go. That's pretty much it. So the courses I've been selling on there, and I've got quite a few in other pin names and other niches, but I've done zero promotions. It's all Udemy organic, and they continue to sell. So there's no reason why you can't do that. But if for some reason or another, because this is the kick-ass no excuses bootcamp, if for some reason or another you have an excuse to why Udemy does not fit your type of course, here's the options of the other ones you can find that are similar to Udemy for people selling video, audio, online training courses. You can go to Skillshare.com. You can also use Skillfeed.com. These are all sites where regular people like you and I who have expertise in a certain topic can share their expertise and sell it. Some of them are free, some of them are paid, some of them they just take a portion of your sales, some of them have a long approval process, some of them have no approval process. But here's a list of sites, and you don't just have to choose one. Your course can be on Udemy. It can also be on Skillshare. It can also be on Skillfeed. It can be on lynda.com. It could be on skilledup.com, udacity.org, and p2pu.org are just some of the many. There are many, many others. This is not an exclusive list. But if you have a video course and I say go to Udemy and you think it doesn't fit, well, there's no more excuses. There's all of these sites that are similar to Udemy that let people upload their own products, their video products, and sell them for themselves. Next, if you are selling some sort of an ebook, it is a digital book, maybe PDF, Word doc, any kind of digital book, then my next favorite is Kindle. Amazon Kindle, obviously has the lion's share of the marketplace for digital ebooks right now. If you're going to sell anywhere, start with Kindle, and then you can branch out. If for some reason you think Kindle does not work for you, there are tons of other online digital ebook marketplaces. Even for internet marketing, there's other ones like Digital Point I didn't mention. I can go on for days. One that can cover almost all of these is ClickBank, which I didn't mention anywhere. But ClickBank basically covers any digital product, so video, audio, anything that they can download digitally, you can also sell it on ClickBank. But if it's a PDF, if it's any sort of ebook, I would absolutely 100% recommend Kindle. It's just one of the things, you just upload it once, write the book, upload it once, and sell it. And they do all the same things. They promote it for you. They spend the most money on Google AdWords, spending for advertising. You ever notice that a lot of times when you search, Amazon shows up in the search results above anything else? It's because Amazon spends a ton of money on advertising your books. So if you have your book on there and it fits the criteria of what something is searching, they will show up. But there's other similar marketplaces like Kobo Books. I have some of my books in Google Play, Google's bookstore. I have some of my books on iTunes, Apple bookstore, Smashwords, which will help distribute also to all these other networks. Barnes & Noble, which is now Nook Press or whatever you call it. Digital Point said is the same as like Digital Product. Many, many other places, but start with Kindle. It is free. You go to Amazon and you go to, Amazon, KDP, select a Kindle Publishing, Kindle Direct Publishing. Yeah, the link is, and you probably can see it. Let me switch it real quick. The link is kdp.amazon.com. Now, I'm already logged in, so it'll take me to my account. But if you go here, you can read the FAQ and how to publish, but they're pretty expensive details. Again, it's free, open to the public. You can sign up for an account. It'll explain how to convert your docs or PDFs or anything to Kindle books, and you can be a Kindle publisher if you don't already know. It is open to the public for you to share your books on Kindle. Indie publishing right now is on a huge, huge uprise. The days of trying to send your books off to publishers and getting rejection letter after rejection letter are pretty much gone, because now people know that they can just publish it themselves, and indie publishers are taking over. Look at 50 Shades of Grey was an indie publisher. That was some single person who just wrote the book, uploaded themselves, and now it's got a movie and all kinds of stuff. They're a millionaire just from writing a book themselves. It was people like John Locke and many, many other indie publishers. Howley, the guy who did the short story series, and on and on. So if you like writing and your product, whatever it is, you decided fits into Kindle Marketplace, then this is where you need to be. Next is, next one is SoundCloud. This is my favorite for audio. So if whatever it is, if your course, your training, your product, whatever it is, if it's audio books, children's books, if you decide you're selling audio trainings, or if you decide you want to be a DJ and you're selling audio mixes, whatever it is, if audio is the type of product that fits into whatever it is that you're going to be selling in your passion niche, then SoundCloud is one of my favorites because they have the options for you to set your audio to private so people cannot see them unless they have paid. It actually lets you put a buy button directly on your audio, so you can put samples. You can put samples on your audio and then have a buy button right below it, and they can click it and buy the whole album, or even you can do a donation or something and put it on all of your audios, whatever you want. If you want to just teach or provide stuff for free and just put a donation link at the bottom, if your niche is big on donation and or something like that, that works well too. So I'm just going to show you how that works. And I don't have it on all of my tracks because even though I should, I only have it on some, so we have to show you where that is and how easy that is to set up. And find it. Okay, should be showing. All right, so here's my SoundCloud. Not even really that active on it, but even today, if you're looking for, we're talking about free traffic, even if this is a traffic source for you, I do zero promotion on a daily basis to send this, and I've gotten, these last 24 hours, I had 139 listens to all of my audio tracks. Some of them which are 2 minutes long, some of them are 20 minutes long, but I use them for my audio device. You just pick it up, hit record, talk for a few minutes, and hit go. So people who know about YouTube marketing and making YouTube videos, but they're afraid to be on camera, this is a fantastic alternative. Because you don't have to be on camera. All you have to do is talk for 30 seconds or so, whatever you want, and it will show up in Google. These rank really well, and you have all these links and things you can use, all these different ways to monetize. I'm pretty excited. I've got over 17,000 plays in total for my few tracks that I have. I was hoping that when I hit 20,000, I was going to be pretty excited and I'd share this. So here's an example in the first one. So you see this little link here? You can see out this 10K system, click here. You can put whatever you want in these words, 10K system, click here. And when they click it, it'll take them to wherever you want them to go. So mine takes them to one of my webinars that are going on for the 10K system. But if you go to edit, if you have an account, again, it's free for like 4 hours, but if you want unlimited, it's something ridiculously cheap, like $15 a month for unlimited access. But if you go to metadata and you see the buy link, you can put any link you want here, and then this is the title of the button. You put anything you want there, and that's what's right here. So you see this? This is a button. This one, click here for more. That's another button that leads somewhere. Find out more here. That's another button you can put. So some of these I don't have a link because there was nothing I was really selling. I was just sharing information. But on every single track on SoundCloud, you have the option to put a button so they can buy your whole album, your whole track, your whole training, or whatever it is that you're selling. But if you don't like SoundCloud, or for whatever reason you got an excuse and SoundCloud doesn't fit, there is also Bootcamp, Mixler.com, Mixcrate, Mixcloud, 8 tracks. These are all sites that are different for different reasons, different pricing, different fees, different options. But you have enough options here to find one that fits exactly what you need. SoundCloud, if you get free for 2 to 4 hours or something like that. Some of these other ones are completely free, but if you sell your tracks, again, they take a portion. SoundCloud does not take a portion of your sale because the buy button, you can link it to whatever you want, but you pay if you're going to be over 4 hours. So all of them, you can find whatever fits your needs. There's no excuses. If you're doing audio, My recommendation is SoundCloud. If for whatever reason you believe it doesn't fit, Bandcamp, Mixler, Mixcrate, Mixcloud, 8-Track, and many, many, many others will allow you to upload and sell your audio tracks. The next one is AdSense or AdSpace. So there's a lot of different topics that may or may not do well with some sort of a product or training or ebook or something like that that just doesn't work. So humor blogs like 9gag.com, or ones that are just joke of the day, they're just humor, or the Awkward Yeti, you'll find. Lots of the humor blogs don't really lend to a training program or a coaching program or something you can sell at a high price, because they're just coming to be entertained. They're coming for silly pictures and stuff that they're going to share. So a lot of times, the best way to monetize a site like this, because stuff gets shared so much and gets so much traffic that they may not be spending money, and that is AdSpace or AdSense. So AdSense is one of the most popular, owned by Google. It is a program that will let you put ads on your website in various places, in the top, bottom, sidebar, pop-ups, whatever you want, and you get paid every time someone clicks it. AdSpace is where your site gets so much traffic, you can list your site on all these websites, and people will pay you whatever price that you set, $50 to $100 or whatever, for your banner ad space for a month at the top of your page. So you can sell it by number of days. You can say your ad space is $10 a day, or you can sell it by click, where someone will pay you, 10 cents per click that they get for running the ad on your site. And you got to get some pretty intense tracking, but most people use AdSense because it's one of the most user-friendly and quick to set up, and it's by Google, so it's worldwide known and understood, and most people trust them. But if for some reason AdSense doesn't work for you, or you don't like it, you have an excuse, there are many, 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 many other ad networks you can use. My favorite next to AdSense is Project Wonderful. I like this site more for, this is when we talk about when we're driving traffic to your site, I like this site more for you buying ads, because you can find people with getting a ton of traffic to their site for like a nickel for 100,000 views of your ad. Because there's so many sites on there, the way it works is kind of like a bidding. You get to bid on what you want to pay for the ad on these people's sites, and you can sort by the price. And you get to see the website you're going to be on. So you can pick, hey, I want my site to be on CoachComeback.com. His current bidding price is 5 cents per 1,000 impressions. So I'm going to sign up for his site. My ad will automatically show up on his site for 5 cents every 1,000 impressions until I get outbid. If someone else comes up and bids 7 cents, then my ad gets bumped, and they have the ad space for 7 cents until they cancel the ad. And then if they cancel, they no longer want it, they let it run for a week and they cancel, and I let mine go. As soon as they cancel, my 5 cent bid is the highest bid. It'll take back over, my ad will just start showing again. So this works fantastic. I love this site. You will not find cheaper advertising on where you get to pick whatever site you want to be on. So Project Wonderful, it's a great one to sign up for to monetize your site. It's a great one to sign up for if you're trying to buy traffic to come to your site. So that'll be you creating an ad and sending it to you. And then there's other sites that do similar, where you can put your ad into their network, your website into their network, and say, look, I've got this website. I get this many views per day, per month. Here's what I would like someone to pay me for my ad space. I offer top, bottom, sidebar. Here's my pricing. And you can submit your site to some of these that will let you do that, or they work like AdSense, where you just say, here's my related content. My topic is basketball, and they will automatically, you put a code on your site, they will automatically show ads related to your content, and then you get paid every time someone clicks. So those are your two main options. There's many other ones, but the main options are you either someone pays you for the space by day, they pay you by views, they pay you by clicks, or the opposite way, you get paid every time for the number of clicks they get from the site. So it's totally up to you. So here's the options. Project Wonderful, one of my favorites, Chitika, Propeller Ads, Pop Ads, Revenue Hits, Tribal Fusion, and many, many, many others. So if you don't like or AdSense, no excuse. You have many options to get away from that. Next one, if you have a physical product, you are selling something physical, which I suggested because that is one of the best, because we talked about the stat that only 3% buy information products, but 100% will buy something physical for their own entertainment or whatever. So if you decided your product was something physical, you can sell it on e-commerce sites like eBay or Amazon, which are the top two biggest retail sellers online. And both of these sites allow any person to sign up and become a seller for their own. Amazon even has a thing called Amazon Prime, which lets you do fulfillment by Amazon, or you may have heard it referred to as FBA, and you can have all your products shipped to Amazon, to their warehouse, and when someone buys it, Amazon packages and ships it and delivers it, and you do nothing besides collect the money. If you don't want to have to worry about shipping everything out every single day. And again, you can sign up for free, or they have a paid version if you're doing a lot of volume. So let's just go to fulfillment. Go to fulfillment by Amazon. Site should be one of these. Guess it's this one. And think the first one was services. Yep. Help boost your sales, Amazon's world-class fulfillment. So most of the sellers you buy from on Amazon are in this program. They are individual sellers selling on their own, just using Amazon's site to sell. And again, you can sign up for free, or you can pay for their, if you're going to be doing lots of selling, you can pay $40 a month for whatever it is, their high-end. But you can sign up for free and be selling your product. When someone searches the highest visited retailer on the web for a product or service, they can search Amazon and find your product using fulfillment by Amazon. It's not as hard as you think. The main reason why a lot of people don't do things is because they just don't realize that they can. So I want to make sure you know you can sell on Amazon just like you can sell on eBay. You just sign up, put in your product, put in the listing, and it can be selling in under 30 minutes if you have the physical product and you're shipping it out yourself. But if for whatever reason you don't like eBay, you don't like Amazon, no excuses, we got options. If it's a physical product, you can also sell it on Etsy and all these other sites that are similar that let regular people sell their own products. Bonanza.com is a really huge website that lets regular individuals sell their products online. And again, you don't just have to do one. You can do any or all of them. Ruby Lane is another one that's getting really big. eBid is similar to eBay. They just changed the name a little bit, but again, it's kind of more of an auction type format where you can put your product, set it at a penny, and let people bid on the price. Freecycle.org and Craigslist. Do not underestimate the power of Craigslist. It still gets million visitors. It has a ton of traffic. And if you don't mind shipping your stuff to other people, rather than having them physically come to your house or whatever and pick it up, you can sell on Craigslist. It works really, really, really well. People searching Craigslist all day and every day for what you have to sell. Next, if you want to sell it on your own website, say you decided that whatever fits for you, you're going to set up a blog and have a website running, then you can use something like Shopify, where you can put a cart on your own website. All this making sense so far? I just want to make sure the sound is good. You can still hear me and there are no questions. I'm just going to take a moment to check and get a sip of water to make sure I'm not losing my voice, which is already seeming like it's going out. Okay, no questions at the moment. The sound has been good the whole time. Good, we'll keep going then. Thank you. So, Shopify is an online cart that basically lets you put a store online from your own website. So basically you're bringing Amazon or eBay to your own site. So say you have a bunch of products and stuff you want to sell, but you don't want to list them on Amazon or eBay, or you have them on there and you're just looking for another way to get more people to your site, you can use Shopify. Let's see if we can pull this up. So you get a free trial, 14 days, and then you have to start paying, or you can pay. They take a portion of sales as well, but you can read all about it. Shopify basically lets you create your own online store. You can even sell in person and then have it delivered. So it just basically gives you a way to take credit cards, take payments online, and sell any of your products from your online store. And I believe it has a way to embed them so you can sell them on your own website as well. Really cool, one of the top ones in the industry. Have really reasonable pricing for what we're doing. But if you have physical and you want to sell it on your own site, then that is the way to go. But if for some reason you don't like Shopify, doesn't fit with your website, and you want to sell it another way, here are a ton of other options you can use to sell stuff on your website. Illusion.com is getting really, really big and picking up a lot of traction here as well. Amazon Web Store basically has an option where you can set up your products and the same thing, create your own little store but embed it on your site so you don't have to sell it right on Amazon. Goodsy is another good one. 3D Card, eJunkie. These are options where you can put the product on your own site, and these are what they call merchant accounts, so that you can take payments, have a cart, a checkout, and a whole system right there on your website. Of course, PayPal is one of the most common and fastest, because if you have a product, you can just write a blog post talking about it, put a PayPal buy button at the bottom, and then when someone pays, collect their information and send it off, whatever it is. And that's if you're doing it manually, super quick. But 3D Cart, eJunkie, Stripe, these are all merchant accounts you can use. Xcart is good. One Shopping Cart is another one that's super popular, but it is crazy expensive. That's on the higher end when you're moving a lot of product. That's what you want to get into. So just because the one I mentioned, maybe Shopify doesn't work for you, you've got all these other options. No excuse. Find one that fits your needs and what works for you, and you can start selling. There's no excuse why, if you have a physical product, why you don't have a way to start selling it because you don't know how to take credit cards or any of the other excuses on how you don't know how to get this going. So that is gone. If we found out another way to sell it is forums. So this one can work for almost any product, honestly. Physical, digital, no matter what you're selling. If you're just trying to get more people, visitors, traffic to your product, forums work for anything. There's almost a forum for any topic you can think of. And if there's not a forum on the topic, then you probably missed the mark on the topic, and I suggest you go back and review week 1 and week 2. But for most things, or there's some sort of passion in it which you should be looking for, there should be a forum on the topic. So here's a few of the topics. We'll move that one down. That didn't work great. Meant to move that down here. So if you're coming from internet marketing and you want to sell anything related to internet marketing, driving traffic, building a list, making money online, webinars, anything that has to do with internet marketing, CPA, blogs, stuff like that, go to eWarrior Forum, the biggest internet marketing forum on the net. If you're selling anything for personal development or stuff that don't fit on the Warrior Forum, well, you can always go to Mind Warrior Forum, which is my forum I'm building, because I found that there was no section or product that was selling for personal development or things that didn't fit in internet marketing. I found a lot of people in there that were always talking about products that weren't directly related to internet marketing, but they didn't know where else to sell them. So I created my own forum for people who are into personal development and other stuff. We're still building it and getting some traction with it, but there is an option there. If your product happens to be anything with real estate, Bigger Pockets is one of the best online forums for real estate. If you're talking about, if you're into relationships, again, Love Shack is one of a really huge and active relationship forum. Anything to do with finance, money, or anything like that, Get Rich Slowly is a fantastic forum, real active community there, really helpful. If you're into fitness, bodybuilding.com has their own forum, and parenting has mothering.com. So you can cover pretty much any niche if you want to drive your traffic with forums. So there's plenty of ways you can use forums to get traffic. One of them is, and again, we don't have enough time to go through all the different ways to get visitors, but one of them is a signature link. Lots of forums will let you have, this kind of a tagline or signature at the bottom of your post. So every time you make a post in the forum, it will have your tagline, your signature at the bottom. Most of them, maybe on your first day, make sure you read the rules, will not allow you to put a link, your first day. You have to have so many posts, or it can't be affiliate links, or it can't be self-promotion. Every forum has their own rules. Make sure you read and understand the rules. Another one is partner with the webmaster, whoever owns the forum, if it's related. Most of them are not really monetizing all that properly. If you tell them you have a good product, something that his fans or the members of the forum will absolutely love, see if you can contact the owner and say, hey, let's do a joint promotion. You send an email out to all the members and get a portion of the sale. And it takes some strategy or whatever to get that set up as well. Lots of forums, if they're monetizing with ads, you can probably pay for a banner ad space. If it's a highly targeted website, if you have a fitness offer, say you're selling a supplement and you found bodybuilding.com has an ad space and it's $50 a month and they get 1 million visitors a month, that might be a good investment for you. So forums have many different ways: signature, ad space, joint partnering, promoted email, lots of different ways you can market in forums. You can also just be helpful and contribute to the forums and just say in your signature, contact me if you have any other questions, and get people outside of the forum, get them on a phone call, and sell whatever you have to sell on a phone or private chat or email or something like that. But basically, if you need to find, if yours doesn't fit any one of these, you need to find a new forum, just go to Google, put in your topic plus forum, and you will find a forum topic for almost anything you can think of. And pause again, just take a drink, because you probably can hear my voice is going away a little. I can check for questions while I do that. And no questions. Groovy, groovy. We will keep going. It means you're soaking this up and loving it. Good. And so next way to is probably one of my favorites, another really good one for depending on what you're selling, is JVs, partners, affiliates, blog owners, basically other people. You're finding a way to get other people to sell your stuff for you. And that's why I love this one, because it takes the minimum amount of work. You're tapping into someone else who already has the traffic for you. So, again, I have a whole training. I've done a couple-hour videos on how to get JVs and partners and affiliates. So I don't want to repeat the same thing. Again, it's part of really simple launches, if that is still available. If you're watching the recording on this, I do have plans on taking this down. That whole program will change. So I don't know if this will maybe still be open, but at this time it still is. I have extensive hours of training on how to get affiliates and partners, and how I, as my first product in a brand new niche would turn out to be a best-selling product, and how I did that. I kind of walked through all of that through this program, if that's what you want to do. But so we don't want to repeat the same things that are in the other trainings, because that's already there for you. But basically, find people with existing products that already have similar products, and they probably can't keep promoting their own product over and over and over. They're always looking for other things, other ways to make money. And if they already have their own product, that's a good sign that they already know they're monetizing and how to make money, so you won't have to explain it to them. And you're just going to partner with people who are already doing what you're doing. So people who already have their own products, product creators, have similar stuff to what it is you're selling. List builders, people who, an internet marketing industry like solo ad sellers, or people who are actively marketing. And, anytime you see a squeeze page or someone asks for their name and email on any website, that is someone who is a list builder. And that means they have an existing email list of free traffic they can tap into. Affiliate marketers, and I'll just go over a quick way to find affiliate marketers. There's a quick three-step process to finding people who are selling stuff. So find the best-selling product, whether it's Amazon or supplements or any of the sources above, ClickBank, SoundCloud, anywhere where somebody's selling something related to what you are doing, and they have an affiliate program. So then just find that product, search that product name plus review in Google. And then that's a potential contact. All the results are someone who's searching that product plus review is a potential contact, because that means they're already selling similar stuff. They're an affiliate marketer. That means they probably might want to sell yours too. Another way is to just search for the affiliate link. So if, say, they're in ClickBank and you know their affiliate link has ClickBank or something in the link, then search for product name and put the link, a part of the link, into Google, and it'll show you people in the URL who have that link in their title, so that way you know it's an affiliate link. So then step 3, contact the owners of the website. And they could be anywhere. It can be blogs, YouTube videos, forum links, social media, any kind of way you find any post that someone's sharing something as an affiliate or selling their own product. These are potential partners. And we're just going to do this really quick with something we think of. So name a best-selling product you can think of right now. Anyone, any product that comes to mind that possibly have an affiliate link to it. And we'll see what kind of comments we come up with. Let's see what we have. We can move this out. Hold on. There we go. Should be able to see. Alright, so we need to think of any product, best-selling product. Let's just go. I keep talking about it, and it's on my mind. First thing that came to mind. ClickBank, Marketplace, any random niche, and see if there's a good best-selling product. So we'll go to, let's just look at self-help. Let's sort by popularity already. Survive the end of days. Let's see if we can find. So the link here is serve the end. We saw that before it popped up. All right. So that link was, you will do both methods, the link and the title. So serve the end was that link, right? SERVTHEND. All right. So we go to Google and go. I like to put it in quotes to make sure it comes up properly. By the end of the review. So survive the end of the days exposed. That's 7 days ago. This is someone who's obviously got an affiliate link. I'll just show you. All these people are YouTube videos. They survive the end of the days review, scam or legit, bit.ly link. That's an affiliate. Survive the end of the days review, scam, same thing. So, Glynis Bonds, I would click this person, hit send a message, and say, hey, I see you wrote a review for Survive the End of Days. I have a survival product that is similar. Would you mind doing a video as well for affiliates? And if they're already doing affiliate products, you got 547 views. That would be another free 547 views you don't have to do anything for. This person, this is News 5. This might be a press release. Yeah, it's a press release, not a blog. You could still probably contact the person who created the press release. So here's a Tumblr I just saw. Hold on. I went too fast. Here's Get Response. So this is somebody who's emailing about it. That would be another good one. Where's the Tumblr? Does anyone see it? There it is. Young Love Neighborhood. Survive the End of Days review. Guarantee this is someone who is promoting this as an affiliate. Survive the End of Days review. You copy the link. thelifechurch.us, and it'll probably redirect me to the same sales page. Again, and here's the Survive the End of Days, here's the product, there's the affiliate link. So then you would go to contact on the page. I would come here. Also on the Tumblr, find how to contact them as well. You could follow them, how you contact them on Tumblr. But I would use the contact on this page and say, hey, I see you wrote a review for Survive the End of Days. I have a survival product. You think you'd mind writing another review as an affiliate? Here's my affiliate link. You'll get a promotion. Exact same thing. Works for any product. As long as you stay consistent and keep doing this, you can find endless amounts of people, JV, partners, affiliates, to promote your stuff for you just using this one tactic alone. The theory is if someone's an affiliate marketer and they're already promoting other people's stuff, why wouldn't they promote yours if it's selling well and converting well? So it's easy to get traffic when you know where to look and you know what you're doing. So these are the many, many, many ways to find people get traffic. And obviously your existing list. If you have your own list already, you have an email list, you've built a following, or you have a Twitter following, you have a Facebook page following, you have an email list, any kind of way, if you have built a following already, a buyer's list, past customers from your Amazon products, whatever it is, mail them, and mail them often. People are usually afraid to mail often because they're afraid they will unsubscribe from their list or block them. Your job is also to entertain. You have to know that up front. Entertain people, and or provide valuable content one way or another. Entertainment is valuable content, but if you're also teaching something, no one is ever going to say, you know, you're giving this life-changing information, but I don't like that you email me twice in the same week, so I'm going to, even though it changed my life and the information is valid, I don't appreciate that you emailed me twice in the same week and then unsubscribe. No, people unsubscribe because they don't like the information given or they're not interested, not because of the frequency. If it is good quality content every single email, they will be mad that you're not emailing often enough. So make sure you entertain them. Make sure you're giving them value for whatever it is that they signed up for, and you'll never have a problem with people unsubscribing. Contact your people daily. With a Facebook page, post 10 times or more a day. If you have an active page and you're sending good content, post often. The social network, they want you to post tons of times a day. So that's the section of getting traffic, and we're going to talk briefly about free versus paid. Every single one of the methods we talked about above are different. Some are free, some are paid, some require more time, some don't. It's going to depend on your unique situation and what you have. There is no one size fits all. We can go on and on and on, covering different sources of traffic, different ways to get traffic. Bottom line, they all work to some extent. Just got to find what works for you, what you enjoy doing. So the real question is, what do you have more of? If your question is free versus paid, you have more time than money or more money than time? Really simple. If you have more time than you have money, then go with free options. These are some of my free options that go along with some of the ones above with the organic stuff. So you can do blogging. That means starting your own website, creating content every day. Social media, same thing. Build a following. Don't try to do all of these at once. Either take a blog or either take your social media as your main one. If you're going to build a Facebook page and build a Facebook following, use the strategies, build your Facebook page, post content on there every single day, then branch out with a blog and all that later. If you're going to start with a blog every day, and you can have your Facebook page, but spend more time getting people to your blog. Guest blogging is going to be another one of my favorites for free traffic because that's how I got started with my personal development blog back in the day. All of my biggest traffic spikes came from when I was writing for other people's websites because they already had an audience. I never, ever had tons of success with SEO and trying to rank in Google. Most of my traffic came from people who already have existing following and existing traffic, and that's what you should do too. Again, we talked about partners, affiliates, other people who can send you their existing traffic. Organic, if you're selling physical stuff like Amazon, eBay, and sites like that already have built-in traffic, then all you have to do is upload your book, upload your product, and you get organic traffic. So when you use a volume approach, if you're using Kindle books, and you're using organic traffic, then the more books you get in there, the more traffic you're going to get without having to do any other work or paid. Same with the forums. You can spend time commenting, interacting, engaging with people all day long, and get traffic for free. If you have more money than time, you've got tons of businesses and you're doing a bunch of stuff, and you just don't have the time all day, well, then go with paid. Do paid advertisements, as I said, Project Wonderful, Bing, Twitter ads is kind of my little secret weapon. It's cheaper. I can find ads and more engagement cheaper than with Facebook ads. It's just amazing. You can ask me more questions about my Twitter strategy. We really don't have the time to go into that, but paid advertisement, Twitter is my new BFF right here. Yeah, it's just easy to set up, super fast, great engagement. Really love it. Book Blast, if you're doing Kindle, things like BookBub and all these sites, just search for Kindle promotion. There's 1,001 sites that you can pay $50 up to $500 for lists up to, over 100,000 plus that will promote your books for you. It's just insane the amount of traffic you can get from some of these book blasts. Let's just go to BookBub. I'll just show you this one really quick if we can. Let's see if it shows you a stat on your average. One of them will show you kind of what they get. Publish authors. This isn't the site, but this one is the sign-up page, not the advertisement page. Partners overview. Let's see if I can find where it shows you. One of them gives you an estimate on about what you're expecting to get. Ah, here it is. This is the page I was looking for. So, look at this. This is insane. You can buy your way into any niche if it's a book. Mysteries. They currently have 2.7 million subscribers. So if you have a book that is, let's just say, $1 to $2, so say 99 cents or $1, it'll cost you, it may look like a lot, depends if you're treating this like a real business and how it will work. So if you have a book that's $1 and you pay $1,200 on average, that means it could be a lot higher, it could be lower. There's the range. On average, you're going to get 2,800 sold because they have 2.7 million people on the list. So for every dollar you spend, you're going to get $2 back, $2.50 back. Some of these numbers are just insane for how big their list is. This is a good spot to even do research, too, to see where the fans are. Thrillers have 2 million. They're averaging 2,400 sold. If you're just trying to do free, because this is one book in a series, it's only $335, and they're averaging 26,000 downloads. And if only, 10% of those go through and buy book 2 or book 3 and book 4 in your series, how much more than that $300 are you going to make? Insane. So book blast is another extremely powerful strategy for selling if you've got more money than time. If you want to just get your books written and then blast them out. Solo ad is the same thing. When you find somebody with an email list, you pay them to send an email to their list. There's marketing email list sites like one of my favorites, Nextmark.com. Well, actually, the list is, you can search right now, list.nextmark.com. Great place to buy your own marketing list if you're doing physical, direct mail, if you're doing email. This covers everything. But direct mail is gold because nobody's doing it anymore. I think direct mail is way more powerful than even online marketing at certain times, but no one does it anymore. Thinking it's risky, even though the price is about the same for some of the stuff you're doing. For that free email blast of $335, you can send out, a good 1,000 or so. It won't be 2.7 million, but you can send out 1,000 or so mailers to somebody's house for around that same price if you're using one of these methods. So that's an easy way to decide whether you should go free versus paid. If you've got more time than money, go free. If you've got more money than time, then be paid. Don't spend a whole lot of time trying to figure that out. So next is your sales message video blurb. So since we're covering so many things at once, we really can't go into as much detail as we can with each one because there's so many different options and different ways you can be going with this. So we can't really do a clear copywriting lesson because the copywriting for a toaster you're selling on eBay isn't going to be the same as the copywriting for a marriage counseling consulting online. All of this is completely different, but again, I want to mention, it's a really simple launch. It was over 5 hours worth of copywriting lessons and even lessons from other people that have come in if you want to go over that. But for starters, right now, one of the best ones you can grab that I love on the market right now is Blair Warren's one-sentence persuasion. Now, you can go to the link coachlikes.com/one-sentence. If you want to support the author, that'll take you to the Kindle page, and you can buy the book for $3.99 or whatever the current price is. I'm not going to say this or tell you this, but if you just search Google for Blair Warren's one-sentence persuasion, I'm just saying it's possible you could find the book just from a simple Google search online if you just happen to search and you happen to find it. But if you want to support the author and get the Kindle version, coachlikes.com/one-sentence. Trust me, just this one short book alone, it's only like 30 pages if you find it, will change so much of the way you write your book blurb, your product blurb, your eBay description, your title, your sales letter, whatever it is that you're selling, the way you talk to people. This short little book will increase your sales by like 75%. I guarantee it. It's a short book. Everyone who's on this call needs to read this book. It has changed a lot of the ways, even communicating with my spouse, my lovely wife. This book changes the way you, it just helps you understand people and human nature and how to relate and how to sell. So a few tips quickly, since I said we can't really go into a whole copywriting lesson. Don't try to sound like a salesman, not a salesman. Because it always comes off sounding lame every single time. I mean, I don't want to pick on anybody on the call, so I know a few of you, but when I say, sell me your product, tell me what it is that's great about your product, and they say, they always use the same kind of speak, like, I can't even think about it because I'm so long away from it, but they just talk like, oh, I have the greatest, most fantastic, awesome method for you to get great results and success beyond belief. And they just say the same thing that everyone else says, and it sounds lame like a sales pitch. You just don't try to sound like you're selling something. I always tell people, I love this example, but when you're trying to convince a friend to go watch a movie, you don't have to consult your sales Bible on what's the proper word. You can tell them just about the movie, and by the end of the conversation, they're like, well, hell damn, I'm going to go watch this movie now because you convinced me. You were persuasive and convincing just by telling the story and sharing your excitement. But if you said, this movie will make you rave and jump out of your seat, the critics exclaim that this will be a spellbinding thriller that will just drive you to the edge of blah, 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 and you sound stupid. No one wants to go see that. So when you're trying to sell something, talk like a regular person would talk. Pretend you're trying to get your friend to watch a movie and you're passionate about it and you love it, and the passion and excitement will come out. Do not try to think of what's the best salesy words I can say. So if I was trying to convince you, think of something I enjoy right now, let's say Kindle. Say I was trying to convince you to buy a new Kindle Paperwhite, I would not need to come up with the best and most fanciest terms. I would just tell you about it because I love the thing and the product, and I love Kindle and Amazon. So I would be like, man, it's one of the best things. It's super light. I carry it around. You can take it with you anywhere you go. It's like having a whole freaking library in your pocket. In my house, the reason when we used to travel, we loved books, but every time we would travel and move, we couldn't take them with us, and it was heartbreaking. I always had to sell my books and take them to Goodwill or give them away to people, and although I kind of felt good giving them away to someone else, I know they're in good hands, it just fills my heart having to give away my books and know that I couldn't read some of my classics. Well, now this new Kindle Paperwhite solved this because it can hold over 1,000 books. I never have to get rid of any of my books. I can buy my books from now to the end of time, and anytime I'm in the mood for comedy or fiction or thriller or self-help or Wayne Dyer or some 50 Shades of Grey to get into the mood and make some magic happen tonight, in a matter of seconds, I can have any one of those books at my fingertips. Just click a few buttons and I'm reading a brand new book. And if I have something, I want to read something new, I click a button, I'm logged into their store, and I can buy a new one and download it within seconds. It's just one of the most greatest inventions of this millennium, in my opinion. And if you are a book lover or just love to be entertained, you need to freaking get one. So that's just me telling a friend why they should buy a Kindle. That's how your sales letter should sound. It shouldn't sound like, oh, this is the greatest invention, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, you get the point. What I'm saying is most times, 99% of the people I talk to are brand new, and I say, okay, sell me on your product, tell me what it is. They start talking in this ridiculous salesman speak. I wish I could give you an example, but again, it's just you probably have done it yourself. If you can take any tip from me, don't try to use words that sound like a salesman, sound like you're telling a friend about why they should go to a movie or something where you don't have to think, but you're excited about it. And if you want an example, go to coachlikes.com/provingitworks, and you will see one of my best-selling products that did this, I think, extremely well. So I'm just going to pull it up. You can go to it later. This sales letter is still one of my best-selling products. It's been over a few years, and this product still sells. I'm in long order form, and I had to dumb down the sales letter because they made some updates and changes and certain things that had changed. So this isn't even the original sales letter. But if you read this sales letter, it is not written like a freaking sales letter. You can read some of the comments on the thread. It's over 7 pages of people saying, you know, I read the entire sales letter from top to bottom. I just loved reading the story. And now it's littered with, you know, testimonials and everything. But the opening line, 13-year-old kid who can barely speak English has to study an hours in between school, homework, video games, and still has time for supper. You know, I say things like, if you have an internet connection and can speak English, then you have what it takes to use the system anytime you need cash, and you have less than a week to do it. Actually, this works in any language. I don't even know why I just said that, scratch that last bit. None of that is what people would normally put into a sales letter, but that is my personality. So, again, I'll just read just the next paragraph, but you can read this sales letter and then read how it reads like a regular person talking, not like this bunch of this jargon and things that you try to sound like everyone else and you just lame. So if you're like me, then you probably have purchased more WSOs than you care to admit, have no connections, JVs, affiliates, or a list to help you get started, are in desperate need of some quick cash, are sick of trying products that simply don't work based on some loophole that becomes outdated before you even try it, are in desperate need of some quick cash, would like to build a list of fans that adore you, that you can sell to over and over again, want to do something you actually enjoy, haven't got enough money to spend on paid advertising to make it profitable, or are in desperate need of some quick cash, if I didn't mention that yet. Who am I and why should you listen to me? Absolutely nobody. I'm not kidding. If I were to email one of the big names of this forum, a message would go directly in the trash. Nobody knows me. I have no connections. I have no list. I barely even know what I'm doing. And then I have a picture of me when I used to work for AT&T climbing poles. I was just a regular old pole climbing lineman for AT&T. Whatever, you know, I say things like I squiddied all over myself. But we need this sales letter as an example of what not to sound like. And then you can see, I probably can't find, I think it's called LinkedIn Cash Infusion. I probably can't find it, but I probably shouldn't be picking on the guy anyway. There was someone who contacted me with their sales letter that was exactly everything I say not to do. I mean, the page first starts off with the guy holding tons of cash or like laying down in front of a big car with a bunch of cash in his hand. Just ridiculous, just stupid. And then it goes on to say, you know, want to spark thousands of visitors and, make money hand over fist, and it just sounds like a 2 a.m. infomercial. It just sounds stupid. People buy from people. So sound like a regular person, relate to real people, talk to real people, treat them like they're smart and real people, and you will make sales. Don't try to sound like a freaking infomercial or used car salesman. So few tips. Again, read Blair Warren's short 30-page book on persuasion, one-sentence persuasion, 27 words that can get you to sell anything. Fantastic book. That may be all you need to get you started. Read the sales letter, just as an example. Compare it to other sales letters from Proving It Works, and do any and all research you can on the hero's journey story arc, because stories sell. Just like when I was talking about the Kindle a second ago, I kind of put you in my mind. I painted the picture for you because I told you a story about us moving and having to sell my books and the emotion of how heart-wrenching that is of selling, my books. Like I had a Agatha Christie original 1920 version or whatever book that I had to get rid of in our last move, and I hated that. I hated getting rid of that. And that you can feel that emotion. You don't even have to be a book lover to understand getting rid of a classic book and feeling what that must feel like. So getting into that story helps get the empathy and gets people feeling what it is you want them to feel in order to take them through to what it is you want them to do. So understand, study the hero's journey from now on. Just always learn everything you can about the hero's journey, because I use that in most all of my marketing, because it's fantastic and it works. And people love a good story. Your job is entertaining. So quick, we're going to go through how to maximize profit before we wrap up here. Best way to maximize profit to earn more than anyone else, and that is know your freaking numbers. I can't tell you how many people I ask, what's your conversion rate, how well are you doing, and they have no clue what their numbers are. They're like, I sent an email out, I got a few sales, I don't know how many opened, I don't know how many clicked, or I paid for an ad, made 5 sales. I'm like, well, how many people saw the ad? How many people clicked? I have no clue. You want to give yourself a raise, no matter what you're doing, know your numbers, and test and tweak something. Yes, it's daunting, it's not fun at all, but things like conversion rate, CPCs, running your cost per click, test, tweak, test again. This is most important if you want to make more with doing less effort, is test and convert. My wife and I have a retail business, one of many dozen businesses we have, and there's some products that we can see have 100 views with 0 sales, and some products have 5 views with 2 sales. So the one is converting like crazy and one's not selling at all. Is it a product that nobody wants? Or do we just need to change the sales message, change the title, change the sales page, change the description? We don't know unless we test it and change things around. So we're constantly tweaking things, testing, and seeing what works and what doesn't. And the only way you would know that is to know your numbers. If I didn't know there was 100 visitors to the one page and only sold 1, I wouldn't know if that's doing well or not. But because I can see the numbers and track, I can tell which products are doing well and which products are not doing well. So ones I may not sell anymore, and ones we may add more items. So you have to know your numbers. This is so freaking important. Don't be afraid to raise your price. This is another one that is gold. This will instantly bring you more money than anything else, and that is raising your price. Most people think, I have to price it lower. I need to be a lower price. If someone else is selling this for $10, I need to sell mine for $5. And I shared with you earlier, in week 2, I believe, with people like my dad, I was talking about the golf club, who would never be caught dead using a $5 golf club like the one I beat him with every single time we play. He's one of the people who does not bargain shop. I got that from my mom. My mom is a bargain shopper. She will look for the lowest price. If one is 3 cents cheaper, she'll drive across town to buy that one. Where my dad, he sees the price, and if it's cheap, he considers it garbage, will not buy it. So you raising your price sets the first impression as you're immediately the premium one. Do you want to relate to the bargain shopper, or do you want to relate to the one who says, you know what, I want the best in the business, I'm going to buy the most expensive one because I don't want the cheap stuff. I want whatever's the best. So sometimes setting your price low sets yours as the cheap one, and putting your price high sets yours as the premium one, just on first impression, without even changing anything else. I think I did a podcast or a video a while back that said how I just gave myself a 30% raise. So with my Amazon books, I didn't do anything else other than I raised the price on all the books for one pen name. A lot of them were $1.99, 99 cents. And so I went in because I believe that's what I had to do. And I changed all the prices to like $3.99 and up. And that month I saw a 30% increase in total revenue because it was a higher price. I believe, to sell more books, they had to be priced low. And actually raising my price made more money without doing any more effort. So don't be afraid to raise your price. Be the premium. Be the expensive one. Be the one that's, sought after. Be the Bentley of the bunch. Raise your prices. Don't be afraid to do that. So we're wrapping up at the end of a 4-week Kick-Ass No Excuses Bootcamp. So I just want to remind you that you can do this. So we'll recap the 4 steps that we went through over these last 4 weeks. And it's pretty simple. Week 1, find your broad passion topic. Figure out if it's passion, pain point, whatever it is, funny money niche, whatever it is that you're going to go into that you have an interest in one way or another. You decided on that. Then you found your angle. You dug in deep, poked around until you found something that was really unique about it that you could tap into. Week 3, you found out your money. What were you going to sell? Affiliate product, create your own product, physical, digital, coaching, audio, ebook, whatever it was. You figured out how you're going to make the money. And then week 4, we showed you how you're going to start your campaign to sell it. Are you going to start paying for some paid traffic? Are you going to start blogging? Are you going to start writing for other websites? Or are you going to actively start finding partners every single day and getting new partners who can promote for you and you can do campaigns together? Step 5 is to repeat step 4 over and over and over. Here's where most people stop. They get all of this done, launch whatever it is, their campaign, their product, their ebook. They launch it once, send 5 people to it, it doesn't sell, and they're pretty much done, or they start all over. No, it's not just you do one blast or, they send an email to their list one time and make a few sales. No, repeat it over and over and over and over again. I regularly rotate and email out my same products that I promoted last week and the week before because they're my products, they're good products, and not everyone has seen it. Maybe last week the email didn't relate to you or you didn't even open it, but this week I got a different subject line. It catches you at the right time, right when you're getting home, checking your email. It's the first one you saw it. This time the message relates to you and you buy it. So you just repeat it. You do a campaign, not a promotion. Most people do a one-day promotion. You need to do a campaign. My campaign is I'm going to sell the crap out of product B. So for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, I'm going to build a campaign around selling product B, and I will sell product B. So repeat step 4 over and over and over again. And that's the process and how you can get this thing going in less than 4 weeks, and you should be selling. So you see the process. You may need a little extra help because, how much more, I'm going to say this a few times, how much more can I remove all excuses for you? So maybe you want to go one step further like I always do. If you still need help, still want to have questions, still don't know where to start, you're still lost, you've gone through all 4 weeks, you understand it, you haven't done anything, I will offer another free call where you get on the call. I will walk you through a free coaching call where we can brainstorm, mastermind together, figure out some of the steps, process, where you want to get going, answer all the questions you can. But again, it's time consuming because this is directly my own time. There are limited spots, and this will only be open for a limited time. I'm only going to take the first come, first serve in the order they come in. We're going to map out everything you need to know. You can ask any questions, and we'll get you set on a path to get going if you have not already. And if all goes well on the call, obviously we can talk about I have a limited exclusive trust that it's not open to the public, not easy to get into. I have a 10K guarantee program. That means I will guarantee you follow the system, you'll make $10,000 in a certain amount of time, whatever the plan we set up for you. It will depend on the person. Do not email me asking for a link on how to get in, or where's the sales page so you can join, because there is not one. Not many can get into this. It is by application only. And I reserve the right to close this at any time. If I'm full, as soon as I get too many people, or I'm busy or just don't have it open at the time, as soon as I fill up, I will not take any more calls. I just won't be able to. I will be full. And you must fill out the application. You may have filled this out before. If you haven't, or even if you have, I want you to fill out again, because times change, goals change, things are different. But you must fill out the full questionnaire application, send it back to me, follow the instructions, and we will contact you to figure out how to get on a call, and we can work this out together. So, again, how many more ways can I remove your excuses other than doing it for you? There should be no way you cannot get this done. We did live calls, covered any questions you may have. I'm actually giving you an opportunity to get on a call with me to actually clear any other questions and parts where you may be stuck. The only thing left is for you to go out there and do this, and you can. So go back if you need to, rewatch weeks 1 through 4. Realize it is a lot easier than it looks. All it's lacking maybe your confidence to do it. Follow through with the steps. Reach out to me if you need to, and let's rock this out. You can do this. And I look forward to hearing about your success and seeing you on the leaderboard of the next bestseller, whatever it is that you're selling. So enjoy. If you enjoyed this training, and again, reach out if you have any excuses, any questions, any problems. You can make this work.